Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome all of you to the Design Your Dream Biz Training and Accountability Group weekly call. This is a free weekly training call, and you get this just for being a member of my tribe. If you haven't already, please make sure you go to Facebook and join our group. You can get to it easily at bit.ly.com, that's bitly.com/designyourdreambiz. Or you can just search for Design Your Dream Biz on Facebook. You're looking for the Design Your Dream Biz Training and Accountability Group. If you're following along on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, you can, of course, use our hashtag designyourdreambiz to post any of the knowledge nuggets you hear and that we share with you tonight. Our handles for all of our social media accounts are also posted on the group wall for your convenience, so make sure you go to the group and check that out. For those of you who don't know me, I want to take the opportunity to introduce myself. I am Coach Niquenya, the founder and creator of the Designing the Dream Business Institute, and I'm the CEO of Building Bridges Consulting. We're a small business consulting, executive coaching, and corporate training firm. Our specialty is to transform dreamers into successful entrepreneurs. I have been partnering with small business owners, aspiring entrepreneurs, and nonprofit leaders for well over 15 years to bridge the gap between where you are right now and where you need to be to build a successful, sustainable, and profitable business model. My colleagues and I work with our clients in both group trainings and one-on-one VIP coaching sessions. If you're interested in learning more about any of our services, you can visit our website. That's www.buildingbridgeschicago.com. Again, that's buildingbridgeschicago.com. It is my personal goal for 2015 to give more. I created the Design Your Dream Biz Training and Accountability Group because I realized that so many of the small business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs I work with have been feeling overwhelmed and frustrated by the lack of resources available to them. I've heard time and time again from many of you that you have gone through the SBA, the SCORE, Women's Business Development Centers, and like so many other programs out there, they throw a whole lot of information at you, but they don't actually show you how to do anything. I know that you are ready to move right now, and you don't have the time, the energy, the money to waste on things that don't help you to reach your goals faster. I know that you may not have the support, you may not have the understanding from friends and family and other loved ones because they just don't get what you're trying to do. Entrepreneurship is an uncomfortable topic that most people who aren't experienced in the journey don't even get. They don't get it themselves, but that's okay. One of the first things you need to understand as an entrepreneur is that not everyone is going to see your vision. Just because they are blind to it doesn't mean they don't love you or support you, but they just can't always help you. You can't get advice on how to be rich from someone who is broke. You can't get advice on how to buy a house from someone who is always rented. And you can't get advice on how to propel your business from someone who is not succeeding in business. Your help can only come from those who are walking the same path as you. You must find or build a tribe of people who can understand your journey. So that's why I created this group. The Design Your Dream Biz Training and Accountability Group is a safe place for like-minded people, people just like you who are walking the often scary but incredibly rewarding entrepreneurial path. I love entrepreneurs. That's why it's my mission to transform dreamers into successful entrepreneurs. So on the group, you can post questions, share goals, your good news, and generally discuss anything that's related to your professional journey. This is about a shared networking and learning experience. So I hope that here in this group you find your tribe. This weekly training call is one of the perks that you receive absolutely free just for being a member of my tribe. Every Monday night, I will clue you in on the ingredients that make up the secret sauce of success in your business. Each week is a new topic, a new opportunity to implement intentional action into propelling your business to the next level. Some weeks I may have a special guest come on to share a few more knowledge nuggets in order to maximize your experience. You can expect most of these calls to take about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So usually we try to keep it within a half hour, give or take, depending on the questions that you have. So throughout the call, you're welcome to post questions on the Design Your Dream Biz Facebook group. If you haven't already, please make sure you get into that group. That is where we will monitor your questions. I will answer as many of your questions as are relevant to the topic at hand. My assistant, Aisha, is monitoring the group. Many of you have met her in the group. She's been corresponding with you throughout the week since I created the group, and she will be moderating the questions and helping me to keep track of your needs. So the weekly call is recorded, so if you can't make it, you will be able to hear the replay for a limited time after each call. But most of what I give you on these calls and in the Design Your Dream Biz group will be absolutely free. There are some types of training and coaching that I offer that will require an investment. We know that it takes money to make money, right? Entrepreneurs who are truly committed to catapulting their business profits do understand this, and they know that it really takes an investment of not only their time, but their money and their energy in order to create and sustain momentum in their business. This is what serious, successful people do. They invest, they show up, they commit to seeing their businesses grow. But don't worry, I will not be selling you anything in this call. You do not have to get your wallets out. You don't need a credit card or anything else. Just be ready, eager, and focused to learn. You'll want to take some notes. So go ahead right now, grab some scratch paper or a notebook. In fact, you may want to get a notebook or a journal, especially for the Design Your Dream Biz training and accountability group. Remember, you can tweet or post whatever you learn and use our hashtag, designyourdreambiz. Put that on Facebook, Twitter, even Instagram. Again, that information is on the group wall with all of our social media handles. Make sure you follow along in the group. So now let's get started with tonight's topic. I want to make sure that we make good use of the time and that I get you out on time. So let's stick to the topic. We are talking about expectations. If you have any questions about tonight's topic, again, post them to the questions thread. Aisha should have just put that up on the group a few moments ago. So let's go ahead and get started. What are expectations? Expectations are strong beliefs that something will happen or be the case in the future. So what are your expectations? Maybe you have been struggling in your business for over a year, 2 years, maybe a decade, and you haven't had any measurable success. Maybe you have had trouble attracting and training quality clients who actually pay you what you're really worth. Maybe you're tired of battling the endless negative feedback from family and friends who think you should just go and get a job like everybody else. I think of jobs as J-O-B, just over broke. Maybe you don't think you're good enough, smart enough, talented enough, skinny enough, whatever it is. Maybe you don't believe that about yourself, and so since you don't believe that yet, you don't believe that you can really turn your dream into a reality. Whatever it is that is the lie you are living, you can make that a change right now today. Yeah, I'm calling it a lie. Those thoughts, these negative beliefs that you have, they're lies. And for those of you who really know me well, you know that I love acronyms because of their power to create a paradigm shift in the way we think. So for me, LIE is an acronym for living in expectation. Living in expectation. What are your expectations? What are you living in expectation of? Are you living within your own expectations or those that were created for you? Expectations have the power to create self-fulfilling prophecies. What you speak out your mouth, believe in your heart, do in your actions, all of these are a direct result of the expectations you have, whether or not these expectations were designed by you or accepted by you. You are exactly where you are in life because of the choices you made due to your expectations. Most of us have put our own dreams on hold or canceled them altogether because we've lowered our expectations of what could be true for our lives. Instead of living in possibility, we are dying in poverty. Instead of walking in success, we are sitting in scarcity. Where are you in your life? It is a direct result of your choices and expectations, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever your circumstances. It is a direct result of the choices and expectations that you have for yourself. When we are living in others' expectations instead of our own expectations, it stifles our creativity. It stunts our passion. It kills our drive. I mean, how many of you are on a dead-end job that you absolutely hate going to every day? I know that's been me a few times in the past. How many of you are working in a field that had nothing to do with the degree or the major that you declared in college? How many of you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 70s, still trying to figure out what your purpose is because you know it can't be what you're doing right now? The average person spends 70% of their waking hours on a job. Why should you be miserable at a place you have to be the majority of the time you're awake? You're miserable because of your expectations. Before you can make the shift to raising your expectations, you first have to realize what expectations you are currently living in. What are you living in expectation of? Most of us have formed expectations based on how we were brought up by our parents, what society thinks we should be, and the roles we play. Parents, meaning well, can put all kinds of pressure on their kids to become successful doctors, lawyers, whatever it is. For as long as I can remember, my family has been telling me that I would be the one to pull us out of the ghetto. The funny thing about that is that in my lifetime, at least, we have never lived in the ghetto, so I really don't know where that came from. But I was told to go to school for computer science because that's what everybody was doing. That was the hot job in the 90s as I was graduating high school. Computer scientists made 6, 7 figures at the time, depending on what their exact field and specialty was. So I did. I got a job in computer science. I went to school for computer science. It paid really well, and I hated it. I stared at a computer screen for 8 hours a day, entering help desk requests, and having troubleshooting phone calls with people all the way on the other side of the world just to explain to them that their screen was black because they didn't plug it in. It was so unfulfilling. What purpose was I serving? Needless to say, that job lasted about 2 months before I had it. I was one of the lucky people who knew that the master plan, it wasn't for me. I had different expectations for my life. So I'm sure you all are familiar with the master plan, but you've probably heard it referred to as the American dream. Go to school, get good grades, graduate, get a good job, make lots of money, get married, buy a house with a white picket fence, have 2.5 kids, and a dog. Who do you know who is actually living this life and it's working for them? I don't know that many people. And most of the people who do follow this formula, they aren't usually happy with it. This is because the master plan is an expectation that is not our own, but we have accepted it as what we are all supposed to be doing in order to be successful. The American dream, the master plan, is what we've been taught the definition of success. If you don't take anything else away from me on this call, please know that success is what you define it to be. Living within your own expectations, your wants, your desires, is what makes you successful. This is why there are so many people who seem to have it all: money, great jobs, married, kids, but they are completely torn down and miserable on the inside. They're not living in their own expectations. They have not decided what success truly means to them. They're not experiencing true living because they are trapped in the expectations of others. So I want to offer you 3 steps, 3 things that you need to take care of in order to rid yourself of others' expectations so you can reclaim the life you want to live and catapult your business into a new world of possibility, a world in which you are compelled to move into non-negotiable action. So this is the perfect time to make sure you have your paper, your pen handy. Let's get those notebooks and journals open so that you can write down these 3 steps. I don't want you to miss them, so make sure you get those now. And if you have any questions, again, make sure that you are logging into the group on Facebook, the Design Your Dream Biz group on Facebook, and asking your questions so Aisha can let me know what your concerns are. But 3 steps. Number 1 is to reveal your lie. Remember, a lie is living in expectation of someone else's dream. So what lives are you living? Are you living in expectation of your wildest dreams come true, or are you living in others' expectations? Think about the roles you play. Are you a woman, a man, a mother, a wife, a husband, father, teacher, soccer mom, caregiver, student? Think about the roles you play. What is expected of you because of the roles you play? What did your parents teach you in your formative years? What did they desire you to become? What were you pressured into believing you had to be? Were you told you had to be that computer scientist because you pull everyone out of the ghetto, like I was told? How do you make your parents proud because of the expectations you have fulfilled for them? Think about all of these expectations based on your roles. Do any of these expectations make you feel resentful? Do they hinder you? Do you feel stifled or roadblocked by them in some way? Write that down, because that is the lie you are living. Step 2, discover your truth. Now, I said I like acronyms. So lie is to live in expectation, but truth is to trust reality, uncover the hurt. Let me say that again. Trust reality, uncover the hurt. We are often so blinded by the expectations we have accepted and the circumstances we have succumbed to that we fail to see the greatness in ourselves. Let me tell you right now, and please hear me. You were born fully capable of fulfilling your purpose. You were born to be great. You were put here specifically to share your gifts, whatever they may be, to the world. You are necessary to the bigger plan. But because of being stifled in your lie for so very long, and your anger and your resentment, this all builds up. So you can sometimes feel like you aren't being heard. You may feel like your voice is lost. You may feel like it doesn't matter what you do because your circumstances will never change. Take a good look at yourself right now. What are you gifted at? What is the one thing that you excel at? What is the thing that everybody calls you for and talks to you about? What is the thing that you are most passionate about? That awesome thing, that thing that makes you uniquely you, your gift. This is your purpose. Trust it. You are living in that reality unconsciously every day. When you are truly gifted at something, nobody has to tell you to do it. Nobody has to pay you to do it. Nobody has to thank you for doing it. Nobody has to even notice that you are doing it. You just do it because it is your purpose. Release the resentment, the hurt, the anger, and acknowledge exactly how great you are. Close your eyes. Really think on that thing, your gift, your purpose, your power. You are awesome. This is your reality, so trust it. This is your truth. Trust reality, uncover the hurt. Step 3, take action. Faith without works is dead. What does that mean? There's a parable that I love about a faithful man who has fallen overboard and is stranded in the sea. A tugboat comes by and tries to assist him. The man yells at the boat, "I'm okay. My God will save me." Then a schooner comes by and offers to assist him. The man yells again, "I'm okay. My God will save me." A ship comes by and offers to assist him, but the man, he still insists, "I'm okay. My God will save me." Finally, this very faithful man can't hold on much longer, and he succumbs to the depths of the sea. When he reaches the gates of heaven, he yells, "My God, why hast thou forsaken me? I drowned waiting on you to save me." And God says, "I sent you 3 boats. Why didn't you get on any of them?" You have to do something. Faith alone does not a successful business make. You must be engaged in purposeful, intentional, directed activity in order to achieve your dreams. A dream without a plan is just a hope or a wish. Many of us wish we could win the lottery, but just like the commercial says, you got to play to win. When it comes to action, there are 4 levels. The first level is no activity, and this is the lowest level where many people are right now. Even some of you on this call are right here, right now. You are full of doubt, full of fear, full of anxiety. You're unsure what to do or how to do it, so you stay immobilized doing nothing. Your dream remains just that, a dream, because you do nothing or nothing different, so nothing changes. As long as you sit, you stay in trouble. The second level is some activity. So you're tired of being miserable. You know that you don't like doing what you're doing, and you need a change. You decided that maybe it's time to change, so you're actively seeking out what to do next. Your mind is finally made up, and you're ready to focus. You've made a conscious choice that things need to be different. This is a stand. If you've taken a stand, then this is a shift toward a new direction, a new destiny, a new destination. In the third level, you're finally activated. You figured out that you're awesome. You have an idea about what you've been put here to do. You've discovered your purpose. You're passionate about your gifts. You've made the connection between your heart and your mouth. You're speaking passionately, on purpose, about your gifts. This is a step. Start to embrace purpose. And the final level is true, intentional, directed activity. You are fully participating in your gifts and realizing success. You're productive daily. You make every decision passionately on purpose. And when you get to this final level of activity, you are in a walk, welcoming abundance, love, and knowledge. These levels of action are so important to achieving success as you define it. This is why, if you've noticed in the Facebook group, I've been asking you guys to share your power move. A power move is an uncomfortable, intentional, directed activity that moves you closer to achieving your goal. It takes power moves to shift through to each new level of action. It takes power moves to elevate your position. It takes power moves to increase your profit potential. It takes power moves to shake off the expectations of others and live within your own expectations. What power moves are you making to propel you forward? For some of you, it's sharing your story through blogging or article writing. For some of you, it's making an ask to the right sponsor. And then for some of you, it's finally asking to get paid what you are really worth. What is your power move? Right now, I want you to hit the group wall, Twitter, any of your social media with the hashtag #ExpectMe. Expect me. And list your power moves to affirm your new expectations. And I want you to get real specific. I want you to create a SMART goal, something that's specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timely. So your expect me statement should be hashtag expect me, and this is an example, expect me to write 2 blog posts by Saturday. Hashtag expect me to make 3 new connections in my target market every week. Expect me to love myself more by getting a massage once a month. So go ahead right now, take a few moments to start writing your expect me statements. I want to hear you affirm your new expectations. What will you be doing differently this year, right now, today, to live in your own expectations instead of constantly living the lies that others have placed on you? What will be your new truth? What reality will you trust? Now, while you guys are writing your expect me's, I'm going to go on over to the board and see if we have any questions. If you haven't posted your questions, you can do that now. And remember, if you're not a part of the group, if you're listening in on the call and not a part of the group, make sure you go on over to Facebook to the Design Your Dream Biz Training and Accountability Group. You can get there very easily by going to bit.ly.com/designyourdreambiz. No questions? Someone asked earlier in the group about doubt. So I'm going to go back to doubt for a second. Doubt usually creeps up because we are too busy worrying about what other people may think. Doubt creeps up because we haven't chosen to start believing in ourselves and in our power. Your power comes from living within your purpose. You become truly powerful when you understand your gifts and you activate them through your actions, through that intentional, directed activity. Doubt is removed when you get uncomfortable with your power moves. This is why it's so important to just make a decision, to choose action, to move forward. Because the sooner you move forward, the sooner you start walking in faith and taking action, the sooner you can make your wildest dreams come true. It has happened for me. Believe you me, I have had trial and tribulation. Many of you are probably not aware. If it's in years, you wouldn't even believe it. But I was a teenage mother. I had my first child at the age of 15 in high school. But look at me now. And it was because I believed, because I set my own expectations, because I didn't choose to assume the role that were given to me. I could have assumed the role and the expectations of what a teenage mother should be. Instead, I chose differently. I chose to develop my own expectations and to live them out fully. I chose to walk in my passion and my purpose. So when you're facing doubt, just choose a power move. Choose to live in that uncomfortability and know that success is just on the other side of failure. But you have to choose to take action in order to get there. Now, since there are no questions, I'm going to go ahead and thank you guys for taking the time to listen today. To wrap us up, it is time to live in expectation of your wildest dreams come true. You are exactly where you are in life due to your expectations. In order to shift your expectations, to up-level your business, you must reveal your lie, discover your truth, take a stand, determine the next step, and begin your walk into prosperity and success. Stop living the lie others tell on you and start living the expectations you set for yourself. Now, Aisha is posting a link to a free worksheet. You can download it, and this will help you to capture a simple action plan that you can use to start changing your expectations today. Download the worksheet and go ahead and fill it out now. If you need to listen to this training again, the replay will be available shortly. Remember, the old you and the new you can't live in the same body. Commit to changing through your actions right now. Begin living in your expectations and not the lies that others tell on you. Thank you again for joining me on this weekly Design Your Dream Biz Training and Accountability group call. If you continue to have questions after the call, we will do our best to answer them on the group wall, so make sure that you go to the group. Please share the group with other like-minded individuals who could benefit from joining my tribe. If you want to continue this conversation with me, you can connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I'm pretty much on all the social media sites that you can think of. You can also visit our website. Again, that's www.buildingbridgeschicago.com. And if you want to have a one-on-one with me instead of in the group session, feel free to request a free strategy session. You can do that on the site. Again, I'm not selling you guys anything today. I really just want to feed you with some knowledge, and hopefully you've heard something that will help you in wherever you are in your business. If you're having doubt, if you're unsure, that you just make a power move. This is Coach Niquenya, your host, creator of the Designing the Dream Business Institute, CEO of Building Bridges Consulting. I will see you in the group. I love you, and good night.